So welcome back at the annual conference organized by Frontier Securities. The TCS team is about capital raising and investment, and I have the chance to have John Edwards from London Stock Exchange. He's a senior manager. And John, may I take this opportunity to maybe ask you a few questions? What makes London Stock Exchange what are the main strengths of the London Stock Exchange? Sorry.
Well, I think if we look at Mongolia, one of the main strengths is our focus on emerging markets. My group, we're covering countries like Mongolia, also Russia, Kazakhstan, and what we've seen is companies from those regions raising a lot of capital, both at IPO and after IPO in London. Basically, our market understands these companies.
And what are the main advantages for Mongolian companies to list in London?
Well, again, I think it's profile. It's the fact that we have a very knowledgeable investor community, both in terms of their ability to understand international opportunities, but also specifically, if we're looking at the case of Mongolia, it's so strong in natural resources, particularly mining. It's their expertise, it's their knowledge of that sector, and it's unparalleled in London.
I've heard that despite all the advantages of the London Stock Exchange, I've heard that Erdenas TT was maybe planning to go IPO to Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Do you know why, or why they could prefer Hong Kong for this IPO, the 10% they have to go for?
Like any large company with huge amounts of potential, they're going to be looking at all the opportunities that are in front of them. Mm-hmm. Because let's face it, everyone is chasing this company, mm-hmm. and it's worth chasing. But I believe that really London has to be part of the equation, because this is a company that is going to grow very, very fast, very rapid. It's going to become a major player in the coal market, and the best place for global mining companies is London. I mean, if you look at the BHP Billigtons of the world, the Xstratas of the world, hey, we could see TT up there with those names.
Thanks. Maybe a last question about the nature of your partnership with the Mongolian Stock Exchange. What are the benefits that are going to be brought by this partnership to the stock exchange in Mongolia?
Well, I think that's one of the most important parts of the offering, and the unique selling point of the London Stock Exchange is this partnership with the Mongolian Stock Exchange. Because what we bring to the table is complementary markets. What we're trying to do is bring the investor knowledge, bring that investor base that we have in London, and get them closer to Mongolia, and get them to trade on the Mongolian Stock Exchange. And in order to do that, a lot of work needs to be done on the rules and the regulations and the systems, and that's what we're going to be working with the Mongolian Stock Exchange on doing. And that is going to attract more international investment flow into Mongolia.
And in terms of timing, do you know when this will happen? When the Mongolian Stock Exchange will be ready to raise this capacity and ability to generate those floats locally?
As soon as possible. We know the demand's out there. We've been having meetings with prospective issuers, and they all say the sooner you can deliver this, the better. So we have teams of people over here. We're ready on the ground. We're ready working with them. First things first, you need to look at the rules and the regulations and the framework. But we've already started this work, and so the prospects are very good.
Well, all the best then for this partnership, and thank you for joining this interview.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.